Um, I wanted to showcase this because I was actually searching on YouTube if anybody else has made Regears with command blocks, but I couldn't find any. I've already made like a few of them, so I guess I'll just be the first if nobody else has. I have a saver and a loader. The loader is modular, so you can stack them side by side in rows and have them for individual hits. When you press on the button, it'll give you armor, offhand, and a kit, which I haven't made yet. But the saver here, uh, first things first, the way you save stuff is you put the inventory items in the top chest, now the UFC kit as you can see, and the hotbar in the bottom. This is the kit name, this is what it'll be saved as, so it'll just be test. Let me save that. So it will save as test. Save kit, reset chest, resets it. And I did make it so you have to press it again, just in case you accidentally press it. But let me save it. Okay, there. You can see what it does. Down here, I have a menu for changing the offhand item, changing the kit name, which is test. But let me just save it again. And the armor, which I'm working on a separate thing for. When I do this, I receive the full kit. Oh yeah, the way my loader works, it's able to make spaces using brushes. And I don't think anybody actually uses brushes in kits, so I just meant that. Um, anyways, I also made it have temporary storage, so let's say I resave test, but with water buckets here. So it's still being saved as test. Okay, there. Now let me load it again. And as you can see, it saves with the water on the side here. But let's say it was an accident and you want to recover that that other kit you made first, slash structure load kit temp. There, it saves it. This only works for the very first structure you make, for the very first kit you save. Not with if you make it like 3 times, it won't save the second one. It'll save only the very first kit, and it's saved into it's saved into the memory, so it'll automatically delete when the server gets reset. So if you're in a world, it'll get reset when you leave. If you're in a server that's always running, it won't get reset. And if you're in a realm, I don't know how realms work, but I think they reset when no player is in it. So it's totally dependent, but it just saves the very first kit that you save. Here's where the temporary kit is detected, so just don't put items near here because it'll delete. No, it'll count towards detecting it within like a 1.2 block radius, so just don't put any items like right near here. That's pretty much how this part works. That's saving kits, and up here, this is a setup because it does use 2 scoreboards, which everything is optimized. So the repeating command blocks you see here, they're on need redstone. They're not always active, so it's completely optimized. It's not going to be always running. It runs directly when you activate everything. So then we have the loader, which is pretty self-explanatory. This top part here, yeah, this top part here is for keeping this so it can't be edited in case if you want it. But if repeating command blocks are too laggy, you could just remove the item frame completely, and it doesn't matter. But here, I just put a template sign. This would be the name of it. You don't need to edit anything inside of here. As you saw, to edit the kit name, you just change it here. So based on what you save, you just edit the name. You save the name of it. Here, I made it a lever since these are the 2 only offhand items you can even use in Bedrock. If you want to shield with enchantments, it's not possible to automatically put it on your offhand. So you'd probably have to put that into the kit manually. An armor name, I'm working on a whole separate thing for armor right now. Before though, You have to make a setup like this where you have to manually save a structure, each dispenser having its own item and then a pressure plate in the middle. And I thought, like, I had previous versions of my saver and loader which did suck. Like this one, you need to put a minecart to collect the broken chest. I did fix that over there. But like, these are really terrible. The loader, you have to manually change the offhand here, kit name here, and then armor name here. Oh, and the item frame here for changing this thing. So this was really unoptimized and it just sucked completely. That loader thankfully fixes all that with, an editor. Saver was even worse, but I was able to fix that too. The armor, I just cannot figure out how this works. I'm trying different designs right now. I don't. The best way I've been able to detect if there's a full armor kit is just using a comparator to check if there's a full armor kit. So if there's not, you do that, set not detected. And here's just to save the armor name. I it's really hard to figure out how I have to separate each single content of the chest into 4 different dispensers, and I don't know how I can even do that. So I'm gonna keep trying to do the armor thing, but for now, for saving armor kits, it has to be manually saved in a 4-way dispenser setup like this with a pressure plate in the middle, and make sure the offset like is exactly this way because that's how the structure is loaded through here. So um yeah, that's pretty much the whole saver and loader thing and armor. Hopefully I can fix it soon. But I have not seen any regears using command blocks out there, so I hope I'm the first to do this, so I can, I guess, be known for something.